What is going on, guys? It's Savage Hollows, just bringing you another Black Ops gameplay video. Today is going to be a little bit of gun game. I want to talk about something that I just recently purchased. Earlier today, man, there's a whole story behind this, but earlier today, or actually last night, my Xbox controller broke. All the buttons started getting sticky, and I had just bought that controller like maybe a month and a half ago. So I took it back, and I actually got extremely lucky. I called GameStop. They said that they had one Xbox Elite controller, and if you guys don't know what the Xbox Elite controller is, it's basically a SCUF controller. It's Microsoft's version of a SCUF controller, so it's virtually like a SCUF controller, if not slightly better in some areas. So I bought an Xbox Elite controller. It's like, that controller is so rare, you can barely find it almost like anywhere. You could never find it. I was looking for one for months and I never found one. But I came home from my grandparents' house, had some time to play around with it, and I've got a small review here. But for those of you that don't know what the Xbox Elite controller can do, it's virtually a SCUF controller. It has paddles, it has trigger stops, which PlayStation SCUF controllers don't have trigger stops, but the Xbox does have trigger stops. The Xbox Elite controller is magnetic. It has magnetic joysticks that are removable, and you can customize and change. It has the small default Xbox controller analog sticks. It has a medium-sized dome analog stick, just like you would find on a PlayStation, just slightly smaller. And then it has the standard head on an Xbox controller, except it's raised about maybe half an inch, so it's basically a control freak built into the controller. The D-pad is removable. You can have the classic D-pad, or you can have the Xbox Elite like radar dish D-pad.
Battery drained.
It also has trigger stops, which is really useful, and the buttons are grayed out, which just looks amazing. The controller also has grips, and it's silver and matte black. It also has a whole bunch of software built into the controller where you can go into the Xbox Accessories app and you can change all these different things to make your controller yours. It also has almost an unlimited pattern for paddle configuration and joystick configuration. You can do so much stuff with this controller that you can't do with a normal SCUF controller. I've had some time to play around with it. Still getting used to it, but I have played around with it for a few hours now, and I've concluded that it is an amazing controller. It is great for almost everything. It will take you some time to get used to, though. Just like the normal SCUF controllers, the paddles on this controller are very sensitive, and if you're like me, I'm very tall, which means that I have very big hands, and I've been playing Xbox for the last 12 years, maybe more, and I grip my controller with a lot of force, just so it's just how I play. I always have a lot of grip on my controller. So overall, this is kind of like a mini review. After I play around with it more, I'm going to do a better one that goes into more detail, and I'll have more clips and everything on it. But overall, the controller is great. I'm going to go play around with it for a little bit longer so I can get some more details on it. So if this helps you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Come back for some more.